Marchers gather at the intersection of Hollywood Boulevard and Western under sunny skies for a solemn occasion. It is the remembrance of the Armenian Genocide. Signs tell the story, and so do the marchers. It is the remembrance of the Armenian Genocide. The Turkish government began to expel and massacre Armenians.
Do you think of anyone in particular on a day like today?
Everyone, all 1.5 million Armenians who were massacred. My great aunts and my great uncles. I've heard the stories. I've seen, actually, one of my great aunts was a 1-year-old baby, and they cut her arm and they had thrown her into the dead people. And she survived only because another village was passing by and they heard a baby crying. So they picked her up, took her to an orphanage, and eventually ended up in the Middle East. And from there, we've come to the United States.
Crowds appear smaller. About 500 people made the short trek for a few blocks in the horseshoe pattern. But it is still a day filled with symbolism. We are here in East Hollywood in commemoration of the Armenian Genocide that occurred in Armenia over 100 years ago in 1915. As you can see, one of the largest Armenian communities gathers here yearly in commemoration of the genocide that occurred in 1915. This day represents not only the strength of the Armenian spirit, but also the perseverance of the Armenian people.
Well, it's not only the anniversary of the beginning of the Armenian Genocide, the very beginning part where the Turkish government would round up the intellectuals, the leaders, the artists, and the musicians of each community, anyone that they believed would pose a threat to them. And the reason they believed they were doing this is because they thought Armenia would side with the Russians for some reason.
U.S. Congressman Adam Schiff from District 27 marks the day every year with his constituents. This year, the Congress and the President are concerned about another genocide that is happening in Ukraine. It reminds some here of another war.
Well, the only thing I can say, the whole world against Russia right now, but in 2020 when the Azerbaijan attacked Armenia, nobody was care about it.
There's NATO involved, and so Russia doesn't want NATO to be close to their borders. That's all it is. And sad part is innocent people dying on both sides. So the main thing for me is that all countries need to stop this because no one deserves to be killed.
Remembrance marks the history of those who were lost. The young look forward in the spirit of conciliation.
It means that we are recognizing the Armenian Genocide and how many people died of it, and it's just a big gathering, and we want to have peace between Armenia and Turkey.
The shared hope is that all nations will admit what happened a century ago in Armenia and keep it from happening again. This is Martin Renteria reporting for Collegian Wired.